Good evening, children. Can you hear my voice? Can you hear my voice? 3:30 से होगा अब class, okay? Those who have done the RC practice session with Jeet sir, take a break, okay? Good evening, good afternoon. Can you hear my voice? Perfect, very good. Very good. So we'll just wait for a minute and then we shall start with the work. Okay. In today's session, we are going to do a few sets, a few basic sets of DI. We'll solve them together. Okay. I'll share my thoughts and I'll share the approach. I will not assume that you have studied anything in the past. Okay. So it will be a fresh explanation. Is that okay? So even if you have done it earlier, it will be a reinforcement, and if you haven't done it earlier, for you it will lay down the exact process, stepwise approach, stepwise process. Okay? So this is the agenda of the next 2.5, 3 hours. Yeah, so once again, can I see some responses? Can you hear my voice clearly? Is there any trouble in my voice? Good evening, everyone. Is there any trouble with my voice? First thing. I don't see any response. So if you can just respond and tell me in the message if my voice is clear. ठीक है? एक बार response कर दीजिए. And okay, now I think the messages are coming. Voice is good. ठीक है. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Very good, very good. Clear voice. Nice. ठीक. Right. So my name is Raj and I teach QA and DILR at iQUANTA. ठीक है. Had a great session yesterday. Very good, Sagar. Thank you. ठीक है. Chalo, let's. So in today's session, I think, as I said, I will not assume that you have done anything. Halaki, in one of the sessions 2 months ago or 1 month ago, I had discussed how to start. But I'll assume that some of you have not attended, so we'll start afresh, right? Nothing is going to be overhead. So this is the first set. I want you to read this set very, very carefully. Read this set very, very carefully. Read carefully. Read carefully. What are the things that we need to be careful about? So मैं order बता देता हूँ. I will tell you the exact order that you have to go. First, you read the directions. Look for these things. Look for these keywords in the question, directions. Then head note, footnote. For any graph, there is some head note that is mentioned here. There is some footnote which is mentioned usually here, like this. So this is the head note. Right now, I am only explaining the extra structure. So whether you are able to solve or do things right now, it doesn't matter. You know, ये जितनी बार ये चीज़ करोगे, the flow next time will become more natural. ठीक है ना? Right? So just make sure that you follow this process, because you know that I'm very much obsessed with that, because that is what works in the exam. So we'll focus on that. First, you look for the directions. So read the directions very carefully. It says, answer the following question on the basis of following information. During an unstable period, the values of dollar, pound, euro fluctuated across the week from Monday to Friday. So identify key points. So here we are talking about different currencies. Make it a habit. क्या होता है देखो, initially you may need to get this listing done, later on you will not need it. Make it a habit that you do it with pen and paper. ठीक है? That's the best way to do it. So currencies, then we have days, right? Value across the week in Indian rupees given in the graph below. Dollar, pound, euro are in the graph are presented by A, B, C, not necessarily in that order. Now this is very tricky. It is not necessarily in that order, not necessarily in the same order. So dollar is A or B or C, we don't know. Pound is A, B or C, we don't know. Euro is A, B, C, we don't know. All right. ठीक है, so one by one, फिर से एक बार क्या क्या देखना है मुझे. First thing that I need to see, that follow the order of action. Second thing, identify the key points. Now when you go to the graph, after this, when you go to the graph, first thing that you go for is the axis. Axis horizontal, vertical, dono, horizontal, vertical. Like in this case, this is the vertical axis where the values are given. ठीक है? This is the horizontal axis where the days are given. Horizontal axis. ठीक है? Is there anything else? And sometimes there is some extra information that is given. Some extra info is given. Like in this case, this is the extra info. Assume that the charges for conversion are nil. ठीक है? There could have been some charges for that also. Okay. ये वाला set, Pavan, we will be doing here only. Okay. Right. Now there is one more thing that I always emphasize on. So we have read the information carefully, we have checked the graph carefully, we have identified the key points. So one important thing, the moment I read this, whether it is written in up to this part or not, do you realize that there can be a question based on conversion? Conversion of one currency to the other. Does it come to you naturally? Yes, no, please answer me. After reading this whole set, after going through all the graph, after going through every instruction, does it come to your mind that this question may be related to conversion of one currency to the other? Do we understand that? Are we together? Keep responding so that I can help you. Krish Shah says very bad teaching style. Okay, very good. Krish, you can tell me how else I can help you. है ना? ठीक है. So मैंने एक चीज बताई थी वो दोबारा बता देता हूँ कि after doing all this, there is something called preempting the question. Can you preempt what can be asked? What can be asked? मैं पहले से सोच सकता हूँ क्या? है ना? And most of the time, with experience, after solving a lot of sets, what happens? You will be able to develop this thing. But point ये है कि ये habit में होना चाहिए, है ना? ये thought process में होना चाहिए, thinking में होना चाहिए. This should be the thinking. The way of thinking should be like this. अच्छा, okay. ठीक है, हम अभी ना थोड़ा kidding avoid करेंगे बच्चे, ठीक है ना? Okay, right. So this is the set. This is the information. Let's look at the questions. What kind of questions are there? So I've given one question. There are 4 questions on this. I've given one question in front of you. This is perhaps the easiest question. I want you to go through the question like a child. Now when I say child, what does it mean? There is a purity of thinking. उसमें कोई adulteration नहीं होता, है ना? in DI, it is very important to be pure when you are thinking about something, right? What happens when you mix a lot of things and it doesn't help you, right? So go in a simplest possible manner. Question को पढ़ो simple तरीके से, उसका analyze करो. I'll give you a minute, then I'll help you to solve. Okay? Simplest possible manner, right? Am I going fast or slow? I think I'm going at a normal speed, but you can always tell me. Yes, Pritika, that's a good thinking. Comparison, yes. Increase, decrease, yes. Most increase, less decrease, ये सारी चीजें. Very good observation. So this is the first question of this set. Can't see the value of INR. Okay. तो what can I do? इसको थोड़ा बड़ा करूं क्या? I don't know how to increase the size of this. Is it visible now? But then the question will not be visible. Okay. थोड़ी कोशिश करो. I'll help you. I'll just read the values. Yes, Yashika, you're right. Meenakshi, now tell me, is it fine? No, we don't have to remember because Charu, the graph is already there with every question. Okay? Okay, I'll just read out the values. Listen carefully. For that blue line, it is 80, 100, 120, 90, 80. I repeat, 80, 100, 120, 90, 80. These are blue line values. Orange line values are 40, 50, 55, 50, 60. Grey line values are 20, 25, 30, 24, 15. Right, Himank, you are right. Himank, what we will have to do is we have to consider all possibilities. One thing that is going to be there with you now onwards in your CAT life preparation is that check all possibilities. Check all possibilities. So in this question, there may be more than one possible answer. Okay, let's check that one by one. What does it say? It says dollar, pound, euro. It could be any one of A, B and C. So we don't know which one is which one. Okay, but what is given in the question is 360,000 on Monday. Exchange them for Indian rupees on Tuesday. Right? Converted into pounds immediately. If, so we are checking the cases, check all possibilities. First possibility, if dollar is, exchange them for Indian rupees on Tuesday. If dollar is A, then there will be two cases. Okay? If dollar is A, then on Monday, A is 80. And on Tuesday, see, look at the tricky part. Everyone please pay attention. Okay? Look at the tricky part. 80 to 100, there is an increment of 25%. Does that make sense? There is an increment of 1/4. So on Monday, if I am spending 3,60,000 and then on Tuesday I am selling, if it was A, it should become plus 25%. Yes or no? This is a simple situation of from 80 to 100. I don't need to find the value of number of dollars. Please pay attention, children. इस बात के ऊपर ध्यान दो, ठीक है? We don't need to calculate the number of dollars like 360,000 divided by 80 and so on and so forth. We don't need to do that. What we need to say is from 80 I have invested, 100 I am getting. That means there is an increment of 25%. So increment of 25% means 1/4. How much is 1/4 of 360,000? 1/4 will be 90,000. So there is an increment of 90,000 and it should become 4,50,000. On this 4,50,000, if I take pounds, if I take pounds to be B, अगर मैंने pounds को B ले लिया, so how many pounds will I get? 450,000 divided by 50. 450,000 divided by 50. So that will become 450,000 divided by B, this 0, that is 9,000. So one possible answer is 9,000. ठीक है? Same way, this is case 1, case 2, again same 360,000, 450,000. And if I take pound to be C, then 450,000 divided by C, yani 25. So if I divide by 25, how much do you get? So 25, 4, 45, 18,000. So either 9,000 or 18,000, these are the possible values of pounds that I am getting. Is that clear? अभी खत्म नहीं हुआ, रुको मेरे साथ काम कर लो. However boring it is, doesn't matter. Oh, Lalit says it is very boring. Okay, good. So it is going to be boring, है ना? मजे चाहिए आपको? ठीक है. Okay. ठीक है. So everyone, please be ready to be bored. है ना? फिल्म नहीं चल रही है. कैट के एग्जाम की तैयारी हो रही है. Those who are feeling or those who are expecting some enjoyment, please forget it. फिर कैट तुम्हारे बस की बात नहीं है. ठीक है ना? You have to be really get bored and study throughout the night, throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month, throughout the year, if you want some place in a good college. Okay, so please be ready to get bored a little more. So we have till now two possibilities, 9,000 and 18,000. This is not done yet. This is not done yet. Why I am saying it is not done yet? Because we have checked only one case, that if dollar is A, what if dollar is B? Okay, what if dollar is B? So as far as the options are concerned, I can see 9,000 here. Because there is no other option, so abhi ke liye to I can mark option B as the answer and we'll go ahead. Listen very carefully. Abhi ke liye, because there is no option as cannot be determined or multiple possibilities, there is no such option. ठीक है ना? There is no such option, it is not there. So we will mark 9,000, assuming there is only one correct answer, and we'll go ahead. But as I always say, keep checking all possibilities. This can happen only if you keep making it as a part of your habit. ठीक है? So case 2, if dollar is B, yes? So 3,60,000. If dollar is B, from 40 to 50. Oh wow, this also is increasing by 25%. Can you see that? From 40 to 50. This is also increasing by 1/4, that is 25%. So this should become 4,50,000. And now, इसके अंदर वापस से दो cases. If pound is A, if pound is A, if pound is C, then 4,50,000 divided by 100 and 4,50,000 divided by, if it was C, 25. So here we have 18,000 and here we have 4,500. ठीक है? Is that clear? Yes? No? Anything? Right? Yes, my children, are you guys with me? अच्छा, this is one very important thing कि कितना भी, ये तो आसान क्वेश्चन है. I'm saying even if there is a huge difficult problem, you go through that problem in parts with cases one by one. क्या होता है, मैं बार बार ये बोलता हूँ, once you develop that habit, your speed will increase. ठीक है? Because what happens when we get bored in certain things like this and when we have so many cases to check, our attention goes away. Our focus loosens. ठीक है? Goes away. Okay? Focus is lost. हमें इसी बात की प्रैक्टिस करनी है that ना तो attention उधर उधर जाए, ना focus इधर जाए, and save mistakes. What happens when your attention goes away? What happens when your focus is lost? You make mistake in even simple calculations. ठीक है? Right? ये वो चिड़िया आंख वाली बात है ना, अर्जुन तीर लेके खड़ा होता है and right and so on. ठीक है? This is the second case. But I'll again tell you, again कोई तो बोल रहा है कि very time consuming. नहीं सागर, ये सब चक्कर में मत पड़ो यार. There is nothing time consuming. See, we have to keep noting down the things. I have said already. There is no cannot be determined. There is no multiple possibilities. There are only 4 options. So I have already marked the answer as 9,000. अभी मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ? अभी मैं बोल रहा हूँ on a broader perspective, you have to make sure that habitually you are clear that how do I create all cases and check. ठीक है? So this is one case. This is another case. So we have 4,500, 18,000, 9,000, 18,000. These are the possible answers. Still there is only one option. That is the correct answer. ठीक है? And if I take one more case, if dollar is C. चलो इसको मैं नहीं करूंगा, आप जल्दी से करके चेक करो और मुझे फाइनल वैल्यूज बताओ. I want you to check if dollar is C, then what? उसमें 2 केसेस बनेंगे. If pound is A, है ना? If pound is, see, understand one thing. Right now the session that we are doing, it is to build our foundation. Okay? I am not bothered about the marketing part of this session, है ना? Because anyway that doesn't make sense. We are here to learn. This is a learning session and learning happens in a very difficult manner. चलो, so 2 cases बनेंगे. If dollar is C, so from 20 to 25, that is still 25%. It's such a beautiful thing that the observations will keep coming, है ना? Observations will keep happening if you focus on your fundamental process. Yes, answer will be 9,000, because out of all the possibility that you would have got, you still get only one value. That very nice. ठीक. What I'm just trying to say is that keep this thing in your mind. Keep this thing in your mind that you have to check. You have to check all possibilities. Please make sure that you do that for every set that you do other than in the exam. Listen carefully. When you solve such questions in the exam, you may not need to check all possibilities, but when you're preparing at your home, that time you have to make sure that you check all possibilities. Okay, let me complete. If the dollar is C, then it is 4,50,000. 450,000 and 450,000. And if pound is A, 100, so 4,500. And if pound is B, 50, so it is 9,000. So in any case, so what are the possible values that we got? We got 4,500, we got 9,000, and we got 18,000. out of these values, which one is there present in the options? 9,000 is present in the options, and this is the answer. But again, I've already said, because in the options there is no confusion, so we will mark that thing. Neha, you should go through the recording of this first set. Okay? And now onwards, from the second question, please pay attention. Okay? Please pay attention. Himang, there in the options we have only one value out of all the possibilities that we got, that is 9,000, so that has to be the answer. Out of all the values, it is 9,000 only that is present there. So those who have come late, focus on this question now. Increment of 25% from 20 to 25. How much is the percentage increment? 20 to 25, 5. 5 out of 20 is 1/4. That is 25%, right? Yeah, 40 to 50. 40 to 50 is 10. 10 is 1/4 of 40, which is 25%. 80 to 100. That is 20. So 20 out of 80 is 1/4. That is 25%. So if I'm investing at 80 and getting out, it's like buying a share at 80 rupees and selling it at 100 rupees. So if the unit price has gone from 80 to 100, my investment will also go from whatever it is, it will increase by 25%. Okay? Mona, there will be a suitable option which says, that both the options are correct, or so on and so forth. So you don't have to worry about that. Your responsibility is only to check all possibilities under any situation. ठीक है बच्चे? Your responsibility is only to check all conditions. That's it. All right, now the second question. Read carefully. This is a very interesting one. Again, you have to focus on the possibilities. Check every possibility. It's a very beautiful situation. Check every possibility. Check every possibility. अच्छा, अब ललित जो है थोड़ा खुद भी परेशान है और परेशान भी कर रहा है नहीं, because first I'll just read out the comments. Lalit says that repeat once more. That means he did not understand. Then he says increase the speed. Now he says going very slow. So I'll ignore the comments from Lalit, and if we can just remove that, if any moderator is there, remove it so that we can focus on work. Right, now this is a very interesting question. Listen very carefully. A transaction is defined as converting one of these three currencies into INR or converting INR into one of those currencies. See, what is the meaning of conversion? Conversion is if you give $1, just for example, so basically you sell $1 and you get, let's say, agar Monday hai, if suppose I'm saying Monday, and if I say this is dollar, so for $1 I'll get 80 rupees. Right? That's what it means. Monday ko. Suppose if I do that on Tuesday. On Tuesday, $1, if it is equal to, let's say, 100 rupees. And so on and so forth. This is what it means. Right? Conversion, this is what it means. For example, on Wednesday, if I spend 24,000 rupees, how many dollars would I get? So 24,000 rupees on Wednesday, if I want to get dollars, and suppose first one is the dollar, then divide by 120. है ना? So we'll get $20. I hope the meaning of conversion is clear. And similarly, अगर ये होता तो कुछ और होता, ये होता तो कुछ और होता, and so on. Now in this question, So basically this also is about investment and return. This question also is about investment and return, isn't it? Question is could have earned. Think about that carefully. Could have earned. So there is an earning. So we are talking about profit. And profit means increment. So one very clear thing is that we will ignore the decrease part everywhere. We shall ignore the decrease part everywhere. We'll focus only on the earnings. Now what are the possible earnings? Look at the options. Just take a look at the options. 12,400, 14,000, 17,600, 16,400. Now here I've already shared the fundamental concept with you that you choose any one, solve the process, complete the process, other one, complete the process, third one, complete the process. But right now I'll focus on maximum just to make it a little faster. We know the approach already. See, knowing helps you to decide. So abhi main maximum जाने की कोशिश करता हूँ. And because the options do not have cannot be determined, please listen carefully. Because the options do not have cannot be determined, so if I get any one of the values, we'll mark and we'll go ahead. ठीक है? Now, in which of these transactions, on which day, see क्या क्या चीज आपको देखनी है? Choice of graph and also the choice of day. किस बात के लिए? Purchase and then sale. If I want maximum profit, I should purchase at a lower possible price and I should sell at higher possible price. And like this, I can do maximum at most 4 transactions. So there may be less than 4 transactions also. Are you guys with me? Please understand that the question is very easy. What do you want me to do? Just answer बता के आगे बढ़ जाऊं या पूरी उसकी जो कहानी है जिसके बारे में हम बात कर रहे हैं, should I continue with that? It would be an important feedback. Please share. DILR preparation is more about mental processing. है ना? एग्जाम में हम इतना प्रोसेसिंग नहीं करते हैं. एग्जाम में हम वही काम करेंगे जो आवश्यक होगा. But during preparation, we should focus on entire thing always. Akanksha, that's a very good observation. We can sell on any day, we can purchase on any day. किसी भी दिन खरीदो, किसी भी दिन बेचो. Can we try to get to one end जब maximum हो? You see that maximum profit can happen if I buy at 80 and sell at 120. It is a 50% increment. Can you see that? Is there any other situation of 50% or more than 50%? Yes. Buy on 40 and sell on 60. Buy on 40, sell on 60. This is also 50%. Very good. Buy on 20 and sell on 30. This is also 50%. Are you guys with me? Yes, perfect. है ना? ठीक है? यहाँ तक ठीक है? But I think the second one can be ignored because I'm not getting any chance of any other transaction. If I choose the second one, from 40 to 60, 50% increase हो गया. But Monday से सीधा Friday, हफ्ता खत्म हो गया. The week is over. Right, Neha? Good to see your comment. See, if I want to maximize the profit, then I should look for more transactions. है ना? More transactions as much as possible. As much as possible. ठीक है? So one thing is very clear that I will not choose the middle one. है ना? Because there I am getting chance for only one transaction. So I'll choose either the first one or the third one. In any case, my investment will increase by 50%. Do you understand that? We have not used 22,000 yet. We have not used 22,000 yet, but I know that with the help of one of these transactions, my money will increase by 50%. Now, after this, what can I do? Is there anything that I can do wherein my investment will increase? So I have exhausted up to Wednesday. Now Thursday, Friday, what is the maximum? Here there is a decrease, so we should not take it. Here there is a decrease, we should not take it. Here there is an increase, wow, 50 to 60, and that is 20% increase. Yes or no? From 50 to 60, there is an increment of 20%. So first, there is an increment of 50%. Then second, there is an increment of 20%. Okay, I'll do that. I'll explain once more. I just want you to take a deep breath. I'll remove everything and I'll explain once more, okay? Acha. Right, listen carefully. It says, define transaction is defined so and so. See, it's like we are buying and then selling. The question is about earning. Earning means profit. How will you earn? When you buy at less price and sell at high price, then only the profit will happen. Yes or no? Buy at less price, sell at high price. Okay? And the days that are available, that are from Monday to Friday. Right? And we are trying to maximize our price, maximize our profit, our earning. Please do not forget your daily life, the language, the words that you use in your normal daily life. Okay? So there is something which is available for 80 rupees on Monday. So if I buy on 80 rupees and sell on 100 rupees, whatever is the amount that I invest, my profit would be simply 25%. If I buy on Tuesday for 100 rupees and sell it for 120, my profit would be 20%. What if I buy on Monday and sell on Wednesday, so I'll directly get a profit of 50%? Is there any trouble with that? Neha, Himank, can you confirm? Yes, right, my children. Do you understand that now? The important thing is whether it is 22,000 or 20,000 or 100 rupees or 5,000 rupees, it doesn't matter. Whatever is the amount, I'm buying at the rate of 80 rupees, selling at the rate of 120 rupees. My profit would be 50%. Yes? Similarly, there is one more case where my profit can be 50%, buy at 20 rupees and sell at 30 rupees. See, we don't know which one it is, na? We don't know which one it is. But whatever it is, the profit will be maximum 50% in one transaction. Okay? From 80 to 120, the increment is 50%, half. From 20 to 30, increment is 10, 10 is 50% of 20. Yes? Right, Hima, correct. Correct. Okay, na? I hope this is clear. So one method of profit from either this one or this one, in both the cases we are getting equal profit, 50%. In both the cases we are getting equal profit. So up to Wednesday, we have already earned 50%. Okay? Now, Wednesday transaction is finished. है ना? Wednesday transaction is finished. From here to here, it is a loss. From here to here, it is a loss. From here to here, it is a loss. So we should not buy anything on Wednesday and sell on Thursday. What we should do is, even on Thursday, if I buy here and sell here, there will be a loss. If I buy here at 24 and sell at 15, there will be a loss. But if I buy at 50 and sell at 60, there will be a profit, isn't it? and that profit will be how much? 10 on 50, that is 20% profit. Yes or no? 1/5 profit हो रहा है, 1/5 profit हो रहा है. ठीक है? Right? ये if there is a moderator, can you just remove this child Lalit? I don't think he is here to learn anything. उसको remove कर दीजिए please. ठीक है? चलो, up to Wednesday on 50%, then up to Friday, Thursday to Friday, there is an earning of 20%. So the total earning, first I have 50%, then 20%. So if I combine, there are multiple ways now. I'll explain those two ways again. ठीक है? कि successive से भी कर सकते हो, or you can use actual values. I'll show it to you how. हाँ चलेगा, 2 या 3 दोनों हो सकते हैं. It is either 2 transactions or 3 transactions, right? ठीक है. So now I know that the maximum profits are only possible in 2 ways. One, from Monday to Wednesday, 50% profit, and from Thursday to Friday, 20% profit. So if I start with, listen very carefully, if I start with 100 rupees on Monday, on Wednesday, I'm going to have 50% more amount, that is 150. On Friday, I'm going to have 20% more amount. Now, what is 20% of 150? We are going to now we have 150 rupees. So, on that 20%, will become how much? 10% is 15, 20% is 30, add. So, 150 plus 130, that is 180. So, net, there is an increment of 80%. Yes? 80% net increment, net earning. So whatever is my principal amount, 22,000, my earning is going to be 80% of 22,000. How much is that? 8 duna 16, 17,600. Is it there in the options? Yes, it is there. It is the maximum option available as of now. Option C. Right? चलो अब बताओ, any question, any doubt? Punyonata, Neha, Avas, any problem now? Wednesday to Thursday there is no transaction, right? Good observation चारू. हम पैसे संभाल के घर ले जाएंगे, Thursday वापस मार्केट में आएंगे, फिर यहाँ पे इन्वेस्ट करेंगे और इधर निकल जाएंगे. It's like we are buying here, selling here, then we go home. Again buy here, sell here. So this is one possibility. Or we buy here, sell here, then we go home, then we buy here and sell here. This is another one. ठीक है? In any other case there will be less profit. डायरेक्टली लाइक मंडे को 80 से स्टार्ट किया तो लास्ट में 80 ही हो गया, इसलिए नो प्रॉफिट, बट आई वाज रॉन्ग. नाउ आई गॉट इट प्रॉफिट. सी दैट्स व्हाट इज इंपॉर्टेंट उत्सव. यू कैन गो फॉर एनी ट्रांजैक्शन एनी डे, है ना? एनी ट्रांजैक्शन any day. The idea is you buy on any of the day and sell on any of the next days, whether next day or next to next day or next to next to next day or next to next to next day. What you have to be careful is maximum earning कहाँ पे होगी. And similarly, if अगर ये work नहीं करता, फिर क्या करते? As I keep saying, check all possibilities. If this doesn't work, then you go for minimum earning. मिनिमम अर्निंग में ढूंढोगे कहां पे मिनिमम अर्निंग है. लाइक इन दिस केस फ्रॉम मंडे टू ट्यूसडे, इन ऑल ऑफ देम देयर इज एन इंक्रीमेंट. फ्रॉम मंडे टू वेडनेसडे, ऑल ऑफ देम देयर इज एन इंक्रीमेंट, है ना? मतलब लॉस कराएंगे फिर. सो बट या लॉस के लिए क्वेश्चन नहीं होगा ना. देयर विल बी नो क्वेश्चन फॉर लॉस, राइट? Yes, Smriti, there can be more than one possibilities. There can be more than one possibility. ठीक है, चलो let's go ahead. Let's look at the third question. Now this is a little tricky. This is a little tricky question. Now यहाँ पे आपकी पूरी एनर्जी लगेगी. So I want you to spend a few minutes on this. This is not going to be direct. Though the question doesn't have much calculation, but it will drain your energy. So please focus and try and calculate. Right, Utsav? नेहा इंक्रीमेंट वाला पार्ट नहीं समझ में आया. I think I have explained. But Neha, do you still have a trouble? Question is not visible. Acha. I'll read out the prices. Okay, I'll read out the prices. First line is not visible. Acha, let me just check. Exchange rate of currency X to currency Y is formulated as the amount of currency Y one would get with the Indian rupees got by converting unit of currency X into INR on a single day. Leave it. उसको छोड़ दो. ठीक है? Forget that line. Forget that line. It's simple. If I have 80 rupees, I spend 80 rupees here, I'll get 1 unit of this currency, right? If I spend 80 rupees here, I'll get 2 units of currency. Here I'll get 4 units of currency, and so on and so forth. That's what I'm saying. Okay? So it is the exchange rate of pound to euro is 4 on one of these days. ठीक है, देखो ये हटा दो, first line हटा दो, first line हटा दो. Look at from here. Please pay attention. My question explain कर देता हूँ. If the exchange rate of pound to euro is 4 on one of these days. Now from here, tell me in which situation, in which case can you see that there is this possibility which is true. Pound to euro is 4. मतलब 1 पाउंड में 4 यूरोज मिलेंगे. ऐसा कोई सिचुएशन है? In any of these days, is there a possibility where for 1 pound you get 4 euros? Is there a possibility on any of the days? Is there a possibility? Pratiksha, I am explaining the question, बच्चे. ठीक है? Listen carefully. Pound to euro is 4. What does that mean? For 1 pound, I can get 4 euros. Is there any such possibility here? Yes. There are many days. What are the days? On Monday also, if this is pound and if this is euro, हो जाएगा ना 4. On Tuesday also, if this is pound and this is euro, this is possible. On Wednesday also it is possible. Pound, euro. दिखा? On Thursday it is not possible. On Friday also, oh, it is not possible. It is possible on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. Correct. Very good. Very good. It is possible on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday if the first line is pound and the third line is euro. Is this clear now? The information given was if the exchange rate for pound to euro is 4. मतलब 1 पाउंड के बदले 4 यूरोज मिलने चाहिए. So if first line is pound and third line is euro, then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, तीनों दिन हो रहा है. ठीक है? अच्छा, is there any other possibility? Let's check that. Is there any other possibility? Is there any other possibility? 40, 80, 50, 100, 25, 55, 120, 30, no. 50, 90, no. 15, 60. Oh yes, 15, 60 here also. So in that case, the second line is pound and the last line is euro. ठीक है? The second line is pound and the last line is euro. So how many cases did we get? Total how many cases did we get? Charu, I think अभी भी थोड़ा सा है ना, your thinking को थोड़ा सा open करो. What are we getting? Cases, how many? 4 cases. Are you getting my point? There are 4 cases. 3 cases जिसमें A is pound and C is euro, and there is one case in which B is pound and C is euro. Am I right? And this was happening on Friday and this was happening on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. Is that clear now, Charu? There are total 4 cases and that's what I keep saying. Identify all cases. Identify all cases without any shame. It is already saying if. So there are 4 cases. Now the question is, all of the following could be true except. All of the following could be true except. So मुझे ये चारों cases check करने पड़ेंगे. I will have to check all 4 cases. Right? चलो one by one करते हैं. One by one करते हैं. I know I am going very slow, but that's the whole purpose of this session. You know, इतना patience, इसका 10% भी आप अगर अपने अंदर लेके आ गए ना, and that too, to be able to use this patience every day when you are doing it alone and you're not able to do it. ठीक है? That is where it will help you. That is where this thought process will help you. Okay? Let's take this case. Friday wala case. So here we are saying B is pound, C is euro. That means A will be dollar. है ना? In that case, which of the following statement is true? So exchange rate of pound to euro on Monday is 0.5. Pound to euro, Monday 0.5. That is true. Exchange rate of dollar to euro Tuesday. Dollar to euro, A to C. It is 2. That is wrong. This is correct. This is wrong. We are checking this case. This case. है ना? ये वाला case check कर रहे हैं. उसके बाद, so this is wrong. Exchange rate of pound to dollar on Wednesday is 2.18. Pound to dollar, B to A. Pound to dollar, B to A. Wednesday. Wrong, है ना? Dollar to pound is 2.18. Pound to dollar is not 2.18. उल्टा है. Exchange rate of euro to pound on Friday is 0.25. Exchange rate of euro to pound on Friday is 0.25. That is correct. Yes? ठीक है? तो यहाँ पे 2 गलत हो गए. We need only one. All of the following except. कौन सा true है? कौन सा false है हमें वो ढूंढना है. All of the following could be true except. So कोई एक statement गलत होगा. But here we are getting 2 statements wrong. So we need to check other cases. Are we together? Yes, Utsav, you are right. अगर एक से आंसर आ रहा है and there is no cannot be determined, will not go ahead. But as I keep saying, right now here, I am just trying to show it to you very clearly that importance of checking the case is the most necessary thing. Pound to euro 2 होना चाहिए. So first statement wrong है. Pound to euro, अच्छा, okay, check कर लेते हैं. Pound to euro, B to C. पाउंड टू यूरो, ओ दैट इज ऑल्सो रॉन्ग। ओ तो बेसिकली 3 रॉन्ग हो गए, तो ये तो बिल्कुल ही गलत हो गया। सो दिस केस इज नॉट एक्सेप्टेबल। चारू, डू यू अंडरस्टैंड दैट? नेहा, डू यू अंडरस्टैंड दैट? ठीक है ना? हिमांक, यू आर करेक्ट, राइट? सो व्हाट आई विल डू इज आई विल रिमूव दिस वन। सी, आपको okay, if I tell you that I started with the wrong case first, would you agree to that? I want you to see, I want you to be able to visualize that we are eliminating the possibilities. Is that fine? As I keep saying, answer बता दे। क्या ललित जैसे बोल रहा था, मज़ा आ जाए बस, उससे फ़ायदा होगा, या checking all cases would be more important? ठीक है? Now let's take another case. अभी मैं लेता हूं, तो 3 केसेस तीनों में सेम ही है, पाउंड यूरो। सो ए इज पाउंड, दिस वन इज पाउंड, एंड सी इज यूरो, देन दिस डॉलर वुड बी बीच वाला, है ना? बी वुड बी डॉलर। नाउ चेक द स्टेटमेंट्स। Okay. Exchange rate of pound to euro on Monday. Pound to euro on Monday is 0.5. Pound to euro on Monday is 0.5. No, that is wrong. Then exchange rate of dollar to euro on Tuesday. Dollar to euro on Tuesday is 2. 50, 25. Correct. Exchange rate of pound to dollar on Wednesday is 2.18. Pound to dollar. Correct. Yes or no? 120 divided by 55, है ना? 5 24 times, 5 11 times. So 24 by 11. That is 22 plus 2 by 11. 22 by 11 is 2. 2 by 11 is 0.18. So this is correct. Exchange rate of euro to pound on Friday is 0.25. Euro to pound exchange rate on Friday. अब ये गड़बड़ है यार. Exchange rate of pound to euro is 4, पाउंड टू यूरो इज 4, इन सब में हो रहा है, एंड इसमें भी ये गलत ही हो रहा है, यूरो टू पाउंड। सो दो आंसर आ रहे हैं सभी केसेस में। इन बोथ द केसेस, दोनों ही केसेस में दो सिचुएशंस गलत आ रहे हैं। Which of the following could be true except, so we need to find a situation wherein one of them is wrong. Pound to euro on Monday, that is 0.5. Euro to pound on Friday is 0.25. Euro to pound is not 0.25. ठीक है? अच्छा, पिछले वाले जब हम केस चेक कर रहे थे, उस केस में कौन कौन सा इसमें से गलत था? In the last one, which of them was correct, which of them was wrong? Can you tell me? When we had the previous case, that case 4 जो हमने चेक किया था, जिसमें हमने लिया था B as pound and C as euro. In that case, A would be dollar. तो just let's check that one. उसमें कौन कौन सा करेक्ट हो रहा है? Exchange rate of pound to euro on Monday. Pound to euro on Monday. B to C, that is 0.5. Pound to euro, B to C on Monday is 0.5. That is wrong. So this was wrong. Exchange rate of dollar to euro on Tuesday is 2. Dollar to euro, that is A to C. This was also wrong. And third one is pound to dollar on Wednesday is 2.18. Pound to dollar on Wednesday is 2.18. This is wrong. Pound to dollar, B to A, that is wrong. Then exchange rate of euro to pound on Friday is 0.25. Euro to pound on Friday. Euro to pound, C to B, that is 0.25. This is correct. Okay. So what answer will you mark? वाओ, अगर ये पूरा केस नहीं करोगे ना, तो ये इतना खतरनाक क्वेश्चन है कि आपके आंसर गलत हो जाएंगे। Now looking at these four situations, which option will you mark as the answer? Which option will you mark as the answer? नहीं सागर, question ठीक है बच्चे, question is correct. Question is correct. Yes, Yashika. Now looking at this situation, which option will you mark as the answer of the question? Out of these four options, कौन सा आंसर मार्क करोगे? Look at this carefully. ये पूरा ध्यान से देखो और बताओ कौन सा ऑप्शन मार्क करोगे? कौन सा ऑप्शन मार्क करोगे? We have checked both cases. Which option will you mark? Yes, Charu says first one. Smriti says first one. And this very logical, the answer of the question will be first one. That is the beauty of this question. मैं explain करता हूं, एक बार ध्यान से सुनिए. We have checked all cases. We have checked all cases. ठीक है? We need to identify that option which is definitely wrong. Whatever is the case. Now do you understand the importance of this whole time pass thing? Supposedly, कुछ लोगों को ऐसा लग रहा होगा कि मैं time pass कर रहा हूं. But do you understand the importance of this? If you don't check all cases, you will not be able to get the final answer. Yes, no? Neha, the fourth statement is correct in one case, wrong in the other case. So can we mark that as the answer? Case चाहे कोई सा भी हो, first statement is definitely wrong and that should be the answer. Whether you take this case or you take this case, in both the cases, there is only one statement that is correct. There is only one statement that is definitely wrong. Okay? So this is one of the very good logical question with less calculation, very less calculation. Correct. उत्सव से थोड़ा ऊपर से चला गया. ऊपर से जाने वाली कौन सी बात थी इसमें बताओ? Pound to euro means pound divide by euro. अब वो केसेस के हिसाब से when I say, चलो एक बार और कोशिश कर देता हूं, ध्यान से एक बार लास्ट टाइम देख लो. When I say pound to euro means pound value divide by euro value. So B and C, if I've taken this case, pound to euro will be B and C on Monday. So on Monday, pound to euro 40 divide by 20, मतलब इसमें क्या करना चाहते हो बच्चे? It is 2. Here it says 0.5, so it is wrong. Okay? Okay. Now, Pawan का observation बहुत मस्त है. In all cases, there is one case ना 40 by 80 हो सकता था, right? 40 by 80 हो सकता था Pawan, बस that's the only case where, yes, Pawan, 40 by 80 हो सकता था, 20 by 40 हो सकता था, and so on. And that is where it is important that we analyze this statement. If the exchange rate of pound to euro, that is given 4. Pound to euro should be 4, तो ही उसके केसेस बना पाओगे, अदरवाइज नहीं बना पाओगे. बिल्कुल दोबारा करना चाहिए. ठीक है, चलो लेट्स टेक अनदर वन. Okay, एक काम करते, listen carefully. We have spent a good amount of time on this. I want to take another set. Just hold on, क्योंकि मैं थोड़ा और explain करना चाहता हूँ. This is pie chart. ठीक है. Right. Let's take the next set. Let's take the next set. Take a deep breath. हमने एक set ले लिया line वाला. दूसरा, this we are taking bar, and the next we'll take pie chart. Is that okay? One we have taken line graph. This one we are taking bar graph, and the next we will take pie chart. All right. So go through this bar graph. First, analyze the way we did in the beginning. Read the instructions very carefully. Look at the graph very carefully. Identify the key points. Axis. Check whether the values you are able to read or not. I'll read the values for you. Monal, you don't have to make notes, kind of notes. Okay? ऐसा नहीं कि बहुत सारा notes बनाने की आवश्यकता है. Okay? You just solve a set. Don't worry about noting down anything. Noting down का जो सबसे शुरू में मैंने लिखा था बस उतना ही था. And once you keep that in mind, then you won't need anything. Notes जैसा maths में बनाते हैं या English में बना सकते हैं. We don't have to do like that in DILR. Okay? We don't need to. Okay, I want you to take a good look at it. ठीक है? Answer the questions on the basis of following information. Meadows is a luxury apartment in Mumbai with 6 floors. The data about the number of men, women and children residing on the first of these 3 floors is below. If a person is less than 8 years, then he is considered as a child, and these are the numbers given. Okay, and so on. The blue is floor 1, orange is floor 2, grey is floor 3, and these are men, women and children, and these are actual numbers given. Actual numbers given. Okay? So let's go to the situation. This is the first question. This is the first question. Just take a look at it, read carefully and try to solve. Yes, children, I'll read the question. What does it say? It says, if the ratio of number of men to the second floor and number of women on the fourth floor, you have to be very particular about second floor and fourth floor. Total there are 6 floors. In the information given earlier, what did we have? In the earlier information it says that there are 6 floors. There are 6 floors. Here the information is given only for 3 floors. Info given only for 3 floors. ठीक है ना? Okay, so this question says ratio of number of men on second floor. Now number of men on second floor is 290. Number of men on second floor is 290. To the number of women on fourth floor is 5:3. So 290 divided by women on fourth floor is 5:3. So from here we can find women on fourth floor. That is 290 into 3 divided by 5. So 5 cancels 290, 58 times 58 into 3. So women on fourth floor will be 58 into 3, that is 174. ठीक है? उसके बाद फिर क्या बोल रहा है? And the number of children on the fifth floor is 16.66% less than the number of women on fourth floor. Wow. ठीक है ना? 16.6, अच्छा 16.66%, what is it as a fraction? 1/6. 16.66% is 1/6. 1/6 less than that of number of women on fourth floor. So what does it mean? Children on fifth floor is equal to women on fourth floor minus 1/6 of women on fourth floor, right? उसको कंप्लीट कर लो पहले. Children on fifth floor is 16.66%, that is 1/6 less than the number of women on fourth floor. So number of women on fourth floor minus 1/6 of that number. So that will give us 174 minus 1/6 of 174. This is children on fifth floor. So which is equal to, you could have also taken it as 5/6. So those who understand the multiplying factor could have used 5/6, or we simply simplify. So 6 से divide करोगे तो ये बन जाएगा 6 3s are 18. So 29 actually. So 174, that will give us 29. So 174 minus 29, which is 145. So children and on fifth floor is 145, women on fourth floor is 174. उसके बाद क्या है? Find the number of children on fifth floor. So it is 145. 145. ठीक है? Now, correct. Now, somebody is saying, can you solve the question? See, faster way ना बड़ा वेग होता है. Okay, what exactly do you mean by that? Because that depends totally on how well you are comfortable with that. For example, here, second floor, number of women on the fourth floor is 5:3. So I will not write anything. 5 is 90, 290. So 3 will be how much? 290, 58 into 3, 174. हो गया ये faster way. But इससे समझ में क्या आएगा? If you are very good with the ratios, so 5 is 290, 3 will be 174. Then after that it says 16.66% less. So 1/6 less means 5/6 into 174. If you call this a faster way, take it. उसी को मैंने डिटेल में पूरा प्रॉपरली लिख के एक्सप्लेन कर दिया है ना बच्चे? ठीक है? So 145 is the answer. There is nothing like a faster way. बस यही मैं समझाना चाहता हूँ हर बार. What becomes faster is your way of approaching to the question. Always remember that. There is no faster way. It's just that you do it mentally and then it becomes less time consuming. Otherwise, the method is always exactly the same. Steps are exactly the same. You do certain steps mentally and it becomes little faster. And that totally, अरे कई बार लोगों को वो पढ़ा ही नहीं जाता है. 66% less than that, बस वहीं पे खत्म हो जाता है. आप ही में से कई लोग ऐसे होंगे, right? So it depends on that. So don't worry about that. You do your steps, try to do mentally. Himang, this is what I just said. There is one and only one method always for any question. What happens? We do certain steps mentally. कई बार ऐसा होता है कि उसमें से कुछ स्टेप्स हम मेंटली कर लेते हैं, तो हमें ऐसा लगता है कि हम फास्ट कर रहे हैं, बट वो किस बात पे डिपेंड करेगा? इट विल टोटली डिपेंड ऑन the kind of practice that we have done and the understanding that we have developed. Okay, let's take the second one. All right. चलिए आगे बढ़े. Let's see this one. It says if the total number of children in the apartment is 824. See, total number of children. Total number of children in the apartment is 824. The ratio of children on first, fourth and sixth. So first floor children is blue color, that is 138. So children on first floor, children on fourth floor, children on sixth floor. That ratio is 23 is to 21 is to 17. Chalo, faster way, okay? This 23 is given 138. This 23 is given 138. This 23 is given 138. Now, it is how many times? 6 times. So, this 21 will become 6 times 126. This 17 will become 6 times 102. Okay. Find the number of children residing on 5th floor. Okay. So, children on first floor 138, fourth floor 126, sixth floor 102, children on second floor 160, children on third floor 154. You add all of these values, how much is that? 8 और 6 14 और 2 16 और 4 20, 2 and 6 4, 8 and 8 16 and 4 20, 0 2 और 5 7 6 13, 2 15 और 3 18. ठीक है, 2 3 4 5 6, so 680. 680. So the number of children from C1 to C6, इसमें कौन सा मिसिंग है? C5 मिसिंग है. So C5 मिसिंग है. अगर आपको C5 चाहिए तो क्या करोगे? That 680 is the total number of children of C1, C4, C6, C2, C3. That is 680. And overall total is how much? Overall total is given 824. So C5 will be 824 minus 680. ठीक है? So this will give us 20, 24, 44, 144, option C. Okay? ठीक. चलो, let's go ahead. We want break. अभी? We'll see. पहले ये वाला सेट खत्म करते हैं, then we will see. Absolutely. अथर्व ये तो मैं देखो अथर्व यहाँ पे good that you said that. I'll add something to that. Set whether it is easy or difficult, we always have to observe very carefully. है ना? Observation is that has to be a habit. ठीक है? Constant, same way of looking at the question. Always. That's very, very important. Same way of looking at the question, always. Whether it is easy, difficult, normal, abnormal, irrespective of that. So this is again a numerical question. Jatin will check that. All right, let's see. What does it say? It says, if the average number of women per floor on the apartment is 263, average of women per floor, what does that mean? It is the total sum. How do you calculate average? Average is equal to sum divided by number. Average is equal to sum divided by number. So here total number of women divided by 6 should be equal to 263. So total number of women should be 263 into 6, and that should be equal to 6 3s are 18, 1, 36 and 1, 37, 3, 12 and 3, 15. So 1578. This is the total number of women on all 6 floors put together. The number of women living on 4th and 5th floor combined is 160% more than the number of women living on 6th floor. Now this is so interesting. First of all, you see women on 1st, 2nd, 3rd floor is 264 plus 278 plus 298. How much is that? Women 1 plus 2 plus 3. How much is that? 264 plus 278 to 298. Add kar do. So that will give us 8 and 8, 16. 16 and 4, 20. 8 and 8, 16 and 4, 20. 2 and 9, 11 and 7, 18 and 6, 24. 2 and 2, 4 and 2, 6 and 2, 8. 840. Overall total is 1578. So W4 plus W5 plus W6, that will be equal to 1578 minus 840. 778 minus 40, 738. Yes or no? 738. Right? Acha. Now comes the most interesting part. It says 160% more than 6th floor. So if I say, take, just for example, listen carefully. If number of women on 6th floor is 100, then the number of women on W4 and W5 together will be 160% more. 160% more. How much will that become? Please answer that. It says 160% more. It doesn't say 160% off. It says 160% more. If I assume the number of women on 6th floor to be 100, what will be the number of women on 4 and 5 together? It should be 160% more. That is plus 160. So it should become 260. Right? It is 160% more, that is 260. What does that mean? That means the ratio of W6 is to W4 plus W5. That is 100 is to 260, which is 10 is to 26, that is 5 is to 13. Please pay attention to this. 5 is to 13. Okay? Ratio of number of women on 6th floor and number of women on 4th and 5th floor, that is 5 is to 13. अच्छा, अगर मैं यहाँ पे आगे extend कर दूँ W4 plus W5 plus W6, तो रेशियो में यहाँ पे आगे क्या नंबर आएगा? It is pure ratio. So what is the number that will come? 5 plus 13, that is 18. Now imagine total of W4, W5, W6 is 18. In that case, W4 plus W5 is 13. In that case, W6 is 5. Do you realize that for this 18, we already have the number? कौन सा वाला? For this 18, we already have the number, and what is that? 738. So if this 18 is 738, how much will be 5? If 18 is 738, if 18 is 738, if 18 is 738, how much will be 5? Do you know unitary method, cross multiplication method? कि अगर 18 738 है तो 5 कितना होगा? तो 738 divide by 18 into 5. So 18 cancels this. 18 4s are 72. 41 into 5 is 205. So answer of that question should be 205. Yes or no? 160% off. Acha, right. 160% more. 205 should be the answer. ठीक है? बात समझ आई? So this question has calculations. It has calculations from, ratio understanding and everything. But the point is, can I do things mentally here? Just think about that. तो उसमें से कितनी सारी चीज़ें आपको लिखने की ज़रूरत. फॉर एग्जाम्पल ये वाला जो प्रोसेस है, इसमें मैंने कम से कम 3 मिनट लगाया है. ये 3 मिनट का हिसाब कौन करेगा? Because this is core knowledge of percentage. Now imagine if somebody is not aware about percentage, उसको ये क्या ही पसंद समझ आएगा? उसको तमिल लग रहा होगा, तेलुगु लग रहा होगा. But if you understand percentages, then it doesn't even need to be written. ये तो लिखने की भी जरूरत नहीं है. Am I right? This doesn't even need to be written also. Those who have done and understood percentages, उनके लिए वो लिखने की भी जरूरत नहीं है. We'll directly start like this. 100 is to 160% more, so 260. So ratio 10 is to 26. That is 5 is to 13. That is 5, 13 will become 18. 18 is how much? 738. अब इसको आप बोलोगे शॉर्टकट है, ये शॉर्टकट नहीं है. This is just that we are removing certain steps. Do you understand that? Yes, no, anything? Do you understand that this whole part, जिसके explanation में मैंने उतना सारा लिखा, बोला, समझाया, if the percentage chapter, अरे Pawan, that is more like an alien language. It's not about Telugu, it could be French also. Something that you don't understand, some language that you don't know. That was more like a metaphoric usage. ठीक है? Now, are we all clear? Can you give me some comment? अब जैसे ये है. Now 18 मैं यहीं पे check कर लूँ how many times it is? 18 fours are 72 and 1. So 5 into 41, 205. So how much do I need to explain to myself and write? That depends on the knowledge and the understanding. ठीक है? ठीक है? Okay. Yes, Athar. So you agree if I am explaining everything in detail? Is it helping? Is it helping if I am explaining everything on the board properly, stepwise? At least for today, है ना? Later on we'll do a little faster. Later on we'll do a little faster once we are done with at least 10-15 sets. X plus 2.6 नहीं होगा, 2.6x होगा. Himank, if you're taking as x, then it should become 2.6x. That, ठीक है? चलो, next question. Just read the question carefully. Read the question carefully. This is the simpler one, perhaps simplest of this set. Okay, I'll continue doing exactly. It's a choice, Dev, it's a choice. This session is happening here only, okay? The sets that you do in your class, they are your own sets. वो paid batch में ही होते हैं, वो कहीं और नहीं होते. This is more like open material. So this question is not that difficult because it says 4, 5, 6, average of 4, 5, 6. Okay. So overall average per floor is 305. So 6 into 305, that is 1830. This is the total number. And the number of 1, 2, 3 men 1, 2, 3 is this one. And how much is that? 2, 3 and 9, 12 and 2, 14. 3 और 4 तो 6 और 3 9, 942. So 1830 minus 942, and that will give us 30, 12, 42, 88, 17 minus 9, 8. So 888. And this 888 divided by 4, 5, 6, that is 3 floors. So 3 2s are 26, 28, 9, 6. So 296 is the answer. Perfect. Very good. Fantastic. So this was an easy question, right? This was perhaps the easiest of the lot. Okay. Chalo, next set. This is a good one. Read very carefully. Read very carefully. This is 296. Read this set very carefully. Right. So what do you see? Okay, let's do one thing before we go to the question. That oh yes, I think you need to solve. So do the solving process first. These two information will be useful in solving the equations and so on. Pie chart की values क्या है? Okay, I'll tell you. It is 2y plus 1. It is 3x minus 4. It is x plus y. It is 2y minus 3. It is 2x plus 2. It is x, and it is y minus 5. And these are all percentages. So if these are all percentages, the total would be how much? The total would be how much? The total would be 100%, right? So I'll just give you a glimpse of one question. Look at this question. Look at these are the questions. How many scientists at the conference were from Australia? How many were from Antarctica? How many were from Asia? How many were from Europe? So basically आपको सारे numbers निकालने पड़ेंगे. For that you need this information A and B. So what I want you to do is take 5 minutes and calculate all the values. Okay? ध्यान से करो. I'll just be back in 5 minutes. ठीक है? Charu, here 360 is not important. Here it is already given percentage, बच्चे ध्यान से देखो. Here it is already given in percentage. So here you don't need to do anything with 360. It has nothing to do with 360. Okay? It's just a way of presentation, nothing else. Yes, children, how is it going? To find value, we need to divide the value with, okay, no, you want break, break हो गया. y की वैल्यू क्या आ रही है? ठीक, चलो, let's see. We have to create equations. How will you create equations? First of all, what is the total percentage? Total percentage is always 100. So the sum of all these values should be equal to 100. Sum of all these values should be equal to 100. So let's see. यहाँ से शुरू करते हैं. 2y plus 1 plus 3x minus 4 plus x plus y plus 2y minus 3 plus 2x plus 2 plus x plus y minus 5, that should be equal to 100. ठीक है? Now 2x and 3x, 5x, 6x, 7x. So 7x, 2y plus y, 3y and 2y, 5y and y, 6y. That is equal to 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3, finished. और क्या रह गया? -4, -5, 9. So it is 109. So 7x plus 6y is equal to 109. Is that correct? This is the equation. Okay? यहाँ तक ठीक है? This is the equation that we have first. Is that equation correct? Right? Now look at the second information B. The ratio between the number of scientists from Asia and Europe is 21:17. Asia and Europe. Asia कौन सा है? ये वाला 2y plus 1. And Europe is this one 3x minus 4. So 2y plus 1 upon 3x minus 4 is equal to 21 upon 17. So this will be the second equation. ठीक है? This is the second equation. चलो cross multiply करो. So 34y plus 17 is equal to 63x minus 84. So we have 63x minus 34y is equal to 17 and 84 is 101. क्या खतरनाक इक्वेशन है भाई. So 7x plus 6y, 63x minus, हाँ नहीं हो जाएगा, आसानी से हो जाएगा. Perfect. We will be able to do that. So these are the two equations. Let's do one thing. Multiply the first equation by 9. Multiply the first equation by 9. मैं उधर लिखता हूँ. Multiply the first equation by 9. So 9 7 times is 63x plus 9 6 times 54y is equal to 981. 109 into 981. And the second equation is 63x minus 34y is equal to 101. Subtract. Subtract. Subtract carefully. Right? So if you subtract carefully, this is cancelled. 54 plus 34. 54 plus 34. 981 minus 101. So 54 plus 34, 5 and 3, 8. 88y equal to 1088. Okay, y equal to 10. बताओ, इतना परेशान किया और कितना सिंपल आ गया. So if I put y equal to 10, 6 into 10, 60. 109 minus 60, 49. Wow. So x is equal to 7. So y equal to 10, x equal to 7. So we have got all the values. Is it clear now? Now once I get x and y values, I can put them here. So मैं एक काम करता हूँ, मैं उसको put कर देता हूँ. So y is equal to 10. So 21%. ठीक है? Then 3x minus 4. So 21 minus 4, 17%. X plus y. X plus y, 17%. 2y minus 3, so 2y 20, okay, this is also 17%, wow. 2x plus 2, 14 plus 2, 16%, 7% and 2%, sorry, 8%, 8%. So पूरा ऐड करके देखो 100 बन रहा है, 1 2 3 51, 51 and 16, 67, 8, 75 and 7, 10 minus 5, 5%. It is 5%. 5%. So दोबारा से 51 and 16, 67 and 7, 74 and 5, 79 and 21, 100%. Total 100%. Okay. ठीक है. I just wanted to explain the whole thing. Right? See, इस तरह के guess situation में एक important instruction है. Never try to guess. Never try to guess. बस. Because it is there's a very high chance of making a mistake. So इस तरह की cases में guess नहीं करेंगे. Because so many variables. So बहुत ध्यान से, प्यार से सारी चीजें करना है and solve करना है. Now, abhi still, this is only the percentages. We have been able to decide only the percentages. Now the number. The difference between the number of scientists from Antarctica and Asia is 240. Antarctica and Asia. Kahan pe Antarctica? The last one is Antarctica and the first one is Asia. That is 5% and 21%. So 21% minus 5%, that is 16% is 240. क्या बोलेंगे हम? 16% of total is 240. So total is equal to 1500. 16% of total is 240, so total will become 1500. चेक करो, 1500 का 16% 240 होता है. 1500 का 16% is 240. टू वाई माइनस 3 एंड x प्लस 2 को काटा क्यों? नहीं काटा, कुछ नहीं काटा, ऐड सब्ट्रैक्ट किया ना, बस कुछ कट नहीं किया, जस्ट सिंपली ऐड ऑल ऑफ देम, दैट्स इट. अच्छा, मैंने जो काटा कूटा वो छोड़ दो, ठीक है, यू सिंपली ऐड. ओके, जस्ट ऐड एंड राइट द फाइनल इक्वेशन. देखो, ऐड ऑल ऑफ दीज, ये आना चाहिए, है ना? मैंने कुछ नहीं काटा था. Simply add all x together, all y together, and all the numbers together. So that will give us 7x plus 6y, that is 109. Okay? So we have got total as 1500. So क्या क्या आ गया हमारे पास? Total 1500 आ गया. And we have also have the percentages. So total 1500 and we have the percentages. So number निकालने की जरूरत नहीं है. Depending upon the question, we can find the numbers, right? Let's look at the questions. First question. In fact, 3 questions. देखो. So y is 10, x is 7, total is 1500. Now answer these questions. Answer all these questions. कलर विजिबल नहीं है. अच्छा, कोई बात नहीं. दिस इज एशिया एंड देन इन गो इन द ऑर्डर. सो अंटार्कटिका विल बी दिस वन. दिस इज अंटार्कटिका. ठीक है बच्चा, अंटार्कटिका. दिस इज ऑलवेज इन साइक्लिक ऑर्डर. ठीक है, ये हमेशा साइक्लिक ऑर्डर में होता है, ऑलवेज इन साइक्लिक ऑर्डर. सो एशिया, देन यूरोप, अफ्रीका, North America, then South America, then Australia. ठीक है, and Antarctica. Right? Okay, Pawan, we'll check that. हाँ, मैं वही 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 बोल रहा हूँ हिमांक. दैट इज what I would say, it's a good thing. The only problem is it will not happen always. If it happens always, then you use it as a method. Are you getting my point, हिमांक? सडनली ऐसा हुआ कि आपने एक वैल्यू देखा और वो हिट हो गया और वो आ गया. ओके, देन यू कैनॉट जनरलाइज इट. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर कोई भी दूसरा होता 2y-3 होता तो वो 17 दिखाई देता क्या, एंड सो ऑन एंड सो फॉर्थ. दिस इज व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू make you understand that it may not happen always. आपको कैसे पता चला कि 1500 का 16% 240 होता है? ओके, दैट्स अ क्यूट क्वेश्चन. कैलकुलेट करो नेहा, कैलकुलेट 16% of 240. 16% of total is equal to, अच्छा ठीक है, आई एम अज्यूमिंग कि परसेंटेज चैप्टर शायद नहीं पढ़ा होगा. 16/100 into total is equal to 240. So 16 cancels 240 15 times. So total is equal to 1500. ठीक है बेटा, right? And Utsav, more than the experience, you know what you need? अगर मेरी वाली चीज़ों में से कुछ चाहिए तो वो ये वाला पेशेंस चाहिए कि कितना भी टेंशन हो, उत्सव एंड एवरीवन, कितना भी टेंशन हो, बाहर आग भी लगी है तो भी एक क्वेश्चन आया, मुझे नहीं समझ आ रहा, मैं पेन नीचे रखा और बस सिर्फ इस क्वेश्चन को आराम से देख रहा हूँ, घूर भी नहीं रहा हूँ, जस्ट आराम से देख रहा हूँ 2 बार 3 बार 4 बार, एंड आई जस्ट कीप लुकिंग एट दिस ग्राफ, कीप लुकिंग एट दिस, कीप लुकिंग एट दिस इक्वेशन 5 बार 10 बार, फिर पेन से कुछ कुछ किया, फिर भी नहीं हुआ, फिर पूरा मिटा दिया, फिर दोबारा किया. दिस पेशेंस विल बी मोर हेल्पफुल. ठीक है बच्चे, एंड दैट पेशेंस इज ओनली एंड ओनली चॉइस. यू टेक अ चॉइस ऑफ दैट पेशेंस. You take a choice of that patience, है ना? It's like decided focus. एक होता है focus और एक होता है decided focus. Decided focus is our ability, rather our ability, or it is our choice. Mostly it is our choice. We decide कि आज हम focus नहीं करेंगे. मैं challenge करता हूं आपको, ठीक है ना? I mean, I actually dare you or challenge you. You will notice that most of the times you decide कि आज हम focus नहीं रखेंगे. Right? Neha, Pawan, Utsav, Himank. Most of the times we decide कि आज हम focus नहीं करेंगे. So now look at the flip side. If you decide कि आज इस वक्त इस पे फोकस करेंगे तो आप कर लोगे. Then you will be able to do that. So take a choice. Take a choice. Okay. Okay. Good. So take a choice of being focused. कि ठीक है, जिंदगी है, life happens, life has a lot of trouble. It'll keep troubling you from all directions. But वही डरना नहीं, छोड़ना नहीं, वो बेसिक फंडा याद रखना है. डरना नहीं, छोड़ना नहीं. Okay. So I think others should read that. कि कोई भी चीज़ 3 बार 4 बार 5 बार करते हैं ना तो हो ही जाता है. पढ़ाई है यार, ये तो हो ही जाएगा. क्रिकेट शायद ना खेल पाए, गाना ना गा पाए, कोई म्यूजिक इंस्ट्रूमेंट ना बजा पाए, that is okay because that is artistic. but this is mechanical. Okay? How many scientists at the conference were from Australia? Australia. Okay, this was Asia, Europe, Africa, North America. Okay, I just share. आप बोलते हो ना एक्सपीरियंस, ये एक्सपीरियंस होता है क्या? फॉर एग्जाम्पल एक छोटा सा एग्जाम्पल बताता हूँ. I hope you understand that. I had written all this ना, I had written all the names of all these countries. फिर बीच में कुछ लिखा and then I did all, delete all. But when I looked at it, ये तो सारा delete कर दिया. There was no feeling of irritation or anger or anything कि अरे यार ये क्या बकवास है, क्यों चला गया ऐसा. नहीं, मैं दोबारा लिख दूंगा. Are you with me on this? Now, this is a very beautiful incident that you should learn from me. I mean, very proudly I would say that. ठीक है? कोई बात नहीं. Don't get irritated if there is a mistake that you have done. By mistake, by choice, whatever. Neha, that's what I'm saying. Accept it. कि हो गया ना, मैं दोबारा कर लूंगी. कर दो. शांति से, उतने ही इंटेंसिटी से और उतने ही प्यार से. ठीक है? चलो प्यार से ना सही, बट उतने ही ऑनेस्टी से फिर से कर दो. कर दिया? चलो, now let's look at the questions. Australia. So Australia is the second last. Australia is X. X is 7. So 7% of 1500. Neha, doesn't matter. आप हर चीज दो बार करोगे. Do it 2-3 times. Every time when you do a class ना, कोई भी एक सेट सॉल्व करते हो, वीडियो दोबारा प्ले कर लो और एटलीस्ट 2-3 बार करो. That's the very beautiful solution. Just keep doing that. 3 months, 4 months, 6 months down the line, things will definitely change. But it will change slowly. Don't look for a medicine for that, okay? A is to B is the ratio in the lowest form between the number of scientists who attended the conference from North America and South America. Then what is A plus B? Now this question does not require 1500 also. ठीक है? What do we want? We want North America and South America. North America is 2y minus 3, that is 20 minus 3, 17%. And South America is 7, 14 plus 2, 16%. So 17 is to 16. That's it. A is to B is the ratio of, because see, understand, it is 17% of total. This is 16% of total. तो ये तो cancel ही हो जाएगा ना. We'll still be left with only 17 upon 16. So this A is to B is 17 is to 16. That cannot be cancelled any further. So A plus B is 16 plus 17 plus 16, and that is 33. ठीक है? Right? Last one. What is the value of y% minus x% in the above bar graph? Okay, y% minus x%. So y% minus x%, that is 3%. Okay. बताओ, ऐसे questions होते हैं. Yeah, perfect. Yes, can we go ahead? Can we go ahead? So 3% of 1500, and that will be 45, correct. 3% of 1500, that is 45. Okay, ठीक. Right. 2 more questions. क्वेश्चन खेलने लगता है आपके साथ. नाउ यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड इट कि सिर्फ आपके साथ नहीं खेलता. द क्वेश्चन प्लेज विद एवरीवन्स माइंड. क्वेश्चन प्लेज विद एवरीवन्स माइंड. %33% नहीं ना. it is only who ratio. It is the ratio. Ratio में क्या होगा? Everything will be cancelled and the ratio will still remain the same. That's a good thought, Utsav. That's a very good thought. Yes, Charu. Charu, yes. Look at this solving process, है ना? Try and see that this solving process is not a cup of tea of normal people. It tests your perseverance, it tests your patience, it tests everything, है ना? So this is a very good way of testing. So this is a very good set. See, understand, a set is very good if there is a lot of chances of making mistake. Okay? There is a lot. This is a good set because it has hundreds of places where you can make a mistake. Right? So if you are able to do this in one go, fantastic. If you are able to do this in 2 goes, second effort, very good. है ना? If you are able to do it in the 3rd attempt, that means you are learning really well. क्यों? क्योंकि 3rd attempt तक आप कर रहे हो उसको, छोड़ा नहीं. So all these things will become very very important in the longer run. ये question देख के आपको आराम मिलता. See. You have to understand that building blocks are this kind of sets. You slowly build up on them, है ना? ये मत सोचो कि आपको पहले दूसरे महीने में, दिन छोड़ो. You should not give false thoughts to yourself, है ना? कि मैं कोई भी सेट देखूंगा कर लूंगा, नहीं होगा. So this is an easy set. You are able to do it. Build confidence on that. Next set that you do, you may not be able to do. Nothing to worry. Just think about that. Read again and so on. You are right, Sparsh. For example, this question number 14, ये डायग्राम से ही हो जाता. ठीक है, ये सीधे. लेकिन सी डायग्राम से भी आपको x और y की तो वैल्यू चाहिए. सो डोंट इग्नोर दिस प्रोसेस ऑफ फाइंडिंग द वैल्यू ऑफ x. इसका इंपॉर्टेंस कम मत करो. हाँ बेटा, इसका इंपॉर्टेंस कम मत करो. सो इफ यू are able to find the values of x and y, then only you can answer. Okay? ठीक है. Meenakshi, we usually don't share. See, anyway, this video is going to be in public, right? It is going to be available on YouTube. Okay? So from there you can check. Okay, let's take up this question. If all the continents are arranged in descending order of the number of scientists, then what is the average number of scientists who attended the conference from each of the top 5? अब now top 5 continents और हमें क्या चाहिए? Descending order. So top 5 we had x is equal to 7, y equal to 10. So 21%. This is 21 minus 4, 17%. This is 17%. This is 17%. This is 16%. This is 7. This is y minus 5. This is 5. So topmost is 21, then 17, then 17, then 17, then 16, then 7. Oh wow, this is the order. Same, यही रह गया. Now if I want top 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is top 5. And what do I want? I want average number of scientists who attended. So average इसी का निकाल लो पहले, because these are the percentages. So their average would be 21, 22 और 6, 28. 21, 22, 6, 28, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 88 divided by 5. This much percentage of 1500. ठीक है? Average number of scientists who attended the conference from each of the top 5 countries. So 88 by 5%. So 88 by 500 into 1500. So clearly this is cancelled 3 times. 8 या 24, 8 या 24, 264. 264, right? Very good, very good. Okay. How many scientists at the conference were from Antarctica? Antarctica, last one, 5%. Oh, 5% of 1500. Chalo, let's do one thing. Let's close the academic part here. We have, I can see the average view duration is 11 minutes. That's a tremendous thing. See, यही सब चीजें होती हैं important. If you really want to be a part of this process, you have to have the patience of sitting and doing things even when you are not able to understand and learn. ठीक है? So now I am opening this session for anything. Express your emotions. But सबसे पहले, how did you find the session? I want your feedback as a mechanical process. फटाफट जल्दी से बताओ कैसा रहा आज का session. You can see that slowly we are moving ahead one by one, like in one of the very beginning sessions, we did only the theoretical aspects. Then we did calculations. Yesterday we did something. Today we are doing something more. So I would want, last question, the most toughest one. Okay, Utsav, good. That's an observation. हो सकता है किसी और को ना लगा हो, right? And vice versa. So that's okay. Now I want your feedback. How was today's session? Jaldi se, fatafat. Then in 5-6 minutes we'll close the session. And now you can say anything. Now the forum is open. अब कुछ भी comment करो, ठीक है? Now you can joke, you can put irrelevant things, anything. Session was interesting, okay? I consider the session like continuity of yesterday's class, okay? That's good. That is good. ठीक है? What about others? We have around 30 people, so everyone can give their feedback. It will help, okay? Delete करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, unless it is, very bad. First question facing trouble, then gradually समझ आने लगा. Very nice, Charu. See, so the important thing is you are good in the sense that you are able to get through that troublesome situation. What happens, generally people are not able to understand, people who are weak, वो ना स्टाइल मारने के चक्कर में चले जाते हैं. अरे ये तो ऐसे ही थोड़ी होता है. वही सेम समथिंग दैट उत्सव वाज सेइंग कि फूंक मारो 50,000 बच्चे बाहर, 1 लाख बच्चे बाहर, 4 लाख बच्चे अपीयर होने वाले हैं. सो द पॉइंट इज, इफ you should be really proud of yourself. I am really proud of you कि समझ नहीं आया इनिशियली, फिर भी आप बैठे पेन पेपर लेके, आई एम अज्यूमिंग कि आप पेन पेपर लेके प्रोफेशनली बैठ के काम कर रहे होंगे. एंड दैट्स व्हाट मेक्स अ ह्यूज डिफरेंस. यू आर ऑलरेडी अबव 1.5-2 लाख पीपल, सॉरी 25 परसेंटाइल से ऊपर वैसे ही आएगा. Because rest of the 3 lakh people are not capable of being honest to themselves. Honest to themselves का मतलब होता है कि मुझे नहीं आता, मुझे बैठ के सीखना पड़ेगा. If you are honest towards that, you will definitely crack in a much better situation. ठीक है? Main sarcasm में बोला था last question. Okay. ठीक है. See, मैं ना हर चीज सीरियसली लेता हूँ, ठीक है, और इमोशनली लेता हूँ. सो परहैप्स आई आंसर ऑल्सो इन दैट मैनर, राइट? बट अच्छा है, अब यू कैन, लेक्चर इज गुड एंड इट इज हेल्पफुल. ओके, गुड. इट हेल्प अ लॉट इन लाइव क्लास. परफेक्ट, बहुत बढ़िया. कैन नॉट डिटर्मिन इन वर्ड. ओके, what is the ideal time to solve question? There is no ideal time. Charu, get out of that thought process completely. मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ, देखो मैं तब से यही बोल रहा हूँ. You do not decide how much time the set is going to take. The set will tell you how much time you are going to take. ठीक है ना? It depends how many similar sets you have done in the past. There is no fixed proper analysis कि इस set में इतना time लगना चाहिए. That totally depends how you have seen it in the past. ठीक है? One question, so many approaches. Nice, sir. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yes, you are right. Okay, मेरा first session था and I enjoyed it and learned quite a few new things. Very nice. Very good. So you are the most motivational teacher. All the best, Sana. Always. आपका teaching methods are great. Perfect. Very good. Thank you. मुझे जब पढ़ने का मन नहीं होता है तो फूक वाली बात याद आ जाती है. वो याद आनी ही चाहिए, है ना? और वो चीज़ तो मैं बहुत सीरियसली बोलता हूँ, बिकॉज इट्स सो ईजी टू एलिमिनेट पीपल ना. इट इज़ सो ईजी टू एलिमिनेट पीपल. जिसने सांस लिया उसको निकाल दो यार, सीधी सी बात है ना? मतलब सांस लिया इन द सेंस कि जिसने थोड़ा सा रिलैक्स किया अपने आप को, हटा दो ना. 3,90,000 लोगों को हटाना है, छोटे से छोटा बहाना भी काफ़ी है. ठीक है सर, आई थिंक पाई चार्ट्स आर सिंपलर देन लाइन ग्राफ. अनन्या, यू कैन से दैट, बट दैट ऑल्सो डिपेंड्स ऑन द काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चन दैट फॉलोज, है ना? But mostly, yes, pie chart is slightly simpler. Thanks for the eye-opening approaches, very helpful. Fantastic, Anvisha. All the best. All right, so I'll close the session now and maybe I'll see you very soon. The next session that I have in this marathon series, that is on, I think, 11th. 11th ko, there is a session on numbers. Now, that is going to be a blasting session. ठीक है? Please listen very carefully. बहुत ध्यान से सुन लो इस बात को. On 11th we have, and उस दिन 3:30 से नहीं होगा, उस दिन 3 o'clock से ही होगा. ठीक है? And that will be session on numbers. अब numbers में whether you have done it or not, now कूट डालूंगा अगर किसी ने बोला कि हमने numbers नहीं किया है. बचपन से numbers करते आ रहे हो. You have been doing numbers since childhood. You have been doing numbers since childhood. ठीक है ना? So कोई बहानेबाजी नहीं, right? That day we are going to do a lot of concepts, questions. Okay? So make sure that you don't eat your lunch just before the class. I repeat, make sure that you don't eat your lunch just before the class. Am I right? Do you understand क्यों बोल रहा है ऐसा? Can anyone explain why am I stopping you to have lunch before this class? हाँ, करना है तो कम से कम 2-3 घंटे पहले कर लेना. Can anyone explain why am I saying that? Okay, so on 11th Feb, 3 से 6, 6:30 बजे तक, we'll do a lot of concepts, and numbers is something that everybody has done since childhood. There will be a lot of learning, as you can see. Yes, नींद आएगी, very good. And numbers you have to be like totally alert, on toes. Numbers में concept भी कम ही होता है, calculations इधर उधर, properties, calculations इस तरह की चीजें होती हैं. So that we are going to do, and we'll do very slowly, one by one questions and all. हाँ, ठीक है? नींद आएगी शायद. Yes, correct. सुस्त हो जाएंगे. Yes. ठीक है. अनन्या, hectic. Yes. नींद आएगी. Right. I have a doubt, like I am appearing CAT for the first time and CAT के DLR थोड़े difficult लग रहे हैं. 90% of the people appear for the first time only, so you are not special. ठीक है? का DI part solve कर सकता हूँ practice के लिए. हाँ, कर सकते हो. Yes, you can do that. I remember in your first class I got scolded by you for making excuses. But now I got the point. Yes, very good. मेरा एक doubt ऊपर चला गया है, please बता दीजिए. I have already said. हाँ, ठीक. Okay. Alright, so I'll see you on 11th. बाकी और भी sessions already planned है, आपके feed में होगा. Every day one or the other session is happening. Numbers का session 11 तारीख को है. Then there is another session, I think on 15th या 17th को. But जब भी है, I'll see you again. ठीक है? So I'm going to end the session. I'll wait for 30 seconds. If anyone has to say anything, go ahead, do that. Or otherwise, we shall close the session. Yes? Bye. Same to you. Everyone have a good day. Take care. Alright, so as usual, what I say in the end, take care of your health. Health रहेगी अच्छी तो बहुत सारा काम आप कर पाएंगे. And for that, eat healthy food. घर का खाना खाइए, साफ सुथरा खाइए, and take care of your health. I'll see you again. Thank you so much. Good night.